you doing?
Yo, what's up, bro?
You want that fucking candy?
Oh shit. Here we go again.
The Halloween update for Cold War Zombies has got to be the most fun that the community has had in 2022. Happy Halloween, everyone. As recording this, it's now November 1st, but as any great series starts, it's got to start on a Halloween special. Just like, you know, the Garfield Halloween special, the greatest series of all time.
Away, so many good things to eat.
Anyways, there is so much to love about this update that brings so much to the table, and it is the most fun I think the community has had in all of 2022. I just want to go over some of the fun things that this game mode has brought. For instance, absolutely everywhere, bumpkins, bumpkins, bumpkins. They are everywhere you look. I can't turn around and everything I see is just bumpkins. Everywhere I look, crying out loud, even the Panzer has a bumpkin. It's as if all the zombies just got together one day and said, hey yeah, let's go to Spirit Halloween, get some damn awesome costumes, and they just popped out with the most rad drip ever, stinking pumpkin heads. The absolute bumpkin heads. They may as well just call it Charles of Duty Pumpkin Patch Zombies, because it's absolutely ridiculous, but it's so funny at the same time. To see all the different bosses with pumpkins on their head and go through the Easter egg and see the pumpkins on their head, it is just so fun. With scare packages dropping every 5 rounds and the zombies themselves dropping pumpkin heads that give numerous amounts of loot that range from armor, score streak, ether tools, that give you weapon tier-ups to ammo mods, and even Pack-a-Punch itself. I mean, it gives starting room challenges so much more viability in Cold War Zombies, not to mention it'll drop wonder weapons, and just so much to get you ahead that it makes replayability just the #1 goal in this game mode, and it's just phenomenal. The Halloween update was the time to go through the Easter eggs and try them, because it made going through them an absolute, like, not a piece of cake, but it made so many steps like a lot more weight off your shoulders, so you actually enjoyed going through the Easter egg and it wasn't as stressful. Not having to spend as many points on getting tier 3 Pack-a-Punch just gets you ahead so far and gives you a much better fighting chance when you can get to the boss fight a couple rounds earlier than if you were playing in a normal playthrough. But of course, Activision screwed up the only fun that we've had in all of 2022.
Good, Anakin, good. Kill him. Kill him now.
I shouldn't.
Do it.
Cold War Zombies. God, what the fuck happened, man? Literally, it's like one day I go on it and everything's feeling great. It's like I'm ready to get that next Easter egg done, because like we were talking about earlier, I only have 2 more to go out of Cold War to get it fully completed. And like, I'm not ashamed to admit that I haven't completed all the Cold War Easter eggs, because, I mean, Easter eggs are Easter eggs. A lot of the time it's just the big old YouTubers that are going for them, like Mr. Cockle Waffles and Mr. T Sexify and all the T Sexify and all that. And, you know, it's just not, a lot of the time it's not feasible unless you literally have a whole book in front of you or a whole computer next to you. Like,
Which
for
is
the,
fair, 'cause
yeah.
those things can get complicated.
Yeah, they can get complicated really fast, but like, I can't.
And you're not even playing Cold War for this video.
I can't play Cold War. I have to go back to Cold War. Well, it doesn't help because Cold War servers are fucking crashed right now.
Yeah.
So they just gave up. So I've been trying to load up Cold War for the last fucking 10 minutes.
It's funny that we have to start the video with playing BO3.
I know, I'm out here
If we're
playing.
talking Cold War.
I'm down here trying to talk. I can't even play Cold War because the servers are down. You know why? Because they took out fucking Bumpkin Heads. It's completely retarded. It is so dumb. It is like they added one of the most fun game modes that I have played. Like, I haven't had this much fun with zombies in for a long time.
Yeah, you keep saying that.
And I like it literally had me coming back night after night after night playing it. And like I hadn't had that feeling since I hopped on Cold War for like the first time when it was like midway through its like lifespan, because with all the Call of Duty games these days. Oh yeah, Vanguard. that game. But
yeah, that's for a different video.
Yeah, that's for a different video. I haven't even played that. If the thing is with the new CODs is like they aren't, you don't know if they're good. So many of them are so bad, and they've been so bad for so long that you really have to wait for a while to see if you're actually going to buy it. Yeah. Like MW2, for instance. I'm not gonna buy MW2, especially with the community feedback.
Dude, like, do you see how much they want you to pay like 80 for, like at normal price? Like,
yeah.
They're like, no, sorry, I think it might be 70, but they're like going up from the normal $60 game. And Resident Evil 4.
Yeah, let's see right now.
Has a gold bundle right now that's going for 70 with like so much more stuff.
All right, insane. The cross-gen bundle, because of course, right when I get on Cold War's front page, I get bombarded with MW2 ads because it's all they care about is cramming MW2. It's $70, but then the first thing that they show is, oh yeah, you can get the $100 version. Well, I just want to play zombies. That's all I want to play. Like, I like multiplayer, I do, but I like zombies more, and I've always been more of a zombies guy.
And I probably will end up getting MW2 just to try it out.
It would be interesting to try out, but with how the community,
wait for the price to go down.
Yeah, with how the community feedback has been and stuff like that so far, it doesn't interest me.
I'm more hyped for the Resident Evil 4 remake.
I haven't. Oh, Resident Evil 4.
That's just because I'm more in. I just got more.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll have to tell me more about that because I'm definitely interested in that. But, like, for instance, when I'm playing this game, like, if I went down early or if I went down mid-game, if it was the Pumpkin Halloween event, that would just be no big deal whatsoever. I can swap out guns. I can try new guns. Yeah. The main thing is I can try new guns because I'm not like, okay, I'm going to have a set amount of points, for instance, on Outbreak by World 3 that I have to have a shotgun that's papped. I have to have this that's going on and all that. Yeah. When in the Halloween event, I didn't have to worry about that as much. I knew that later on I would get one of those tier 3 chalices that would give me a tier 3 pack-a-punch so I could try out different guns and stuff like that and not just have the exact same thing over and over again. Because like it's like for the most part, it's like, all right, you spawn in with the Gallo shotgun. Yeah, especially in Outbreak because you never know, and you earn points so slowly in Outbreak that it really, it's a good game mode, but like with the Halloween event, it just made it like that much better. It made it so much better. Like, and even like when I was doing Easter eggs and stuff like that, like
it felt like you were going through them way quicker.
It was like it wasn't. The thing was, like every game, it was all RNG based, anyways, because you never knew if you were gonna get all those pumpkin heads to drop. Like, so it might be 2 or 3 games in, you don't know, but then you might be halfway through the game, you'll have 4 pumpkin heads drop at once, and it'll just be like, oh shit, now I'm really far ahead. Right. And it just made the game more enjoyable. Like, to make zombies fun, yes, you can have a hardcore mode, but it's so fun to be overpowered. Like, that's what's fun. And like, yeah, and like feeling like I have to grind for tier 3 pack-a-punch and just basic stuff like that can really become a drag at times. And with the Halloween event, it made that drag so non-existent while making every game more enjoyable by having more customization. I didn't have to worry as much about the weapons. I didn't have to worry as much. All I had to worry about was which perks I was getting and what order I was getting them in. And that was the main thing, because everything else would, as you played along, it would kind of progressively get better. But fucking, it's just so bummer when the thing that gets me, that really gets me,
really grinds your gears.
Yeah, it really grinds my gears. Is I just went on here. I went like it was a normal fucking day, October 20th,
Yeah, just the way you found out.
and then it's just gone. It's just gone. No
message.
No message. Nothing. You know,
it's just gone.
like literally, you had 11 days till Halloween. 11 days till Halloween. Like, I was looking forward to playing zombies. Even if you didn't, like, I get it. You don't have to have the Halloween event in 24/7. That doesn't make sense to have it in all the time. But at least have it in until the end of the month.
Yeah,
Not so that you can just do a shitty promotion for MW2, try to get people to buy that. It doesn't have zombies. I'm not interested. All right? Like, yes. Like, yes and no. Because I'm interested in it, but with how it's been portrayed so far and everything like that, no. But that doesn't mean that you cut support for the only zombies mode that you have still. And the one that still has a pretty active community base, and it's the only, like, we all love going back to those old zombies games, but, like, let's face the facts, the community base just isn't there for Black Ops 1 online or Black Ops 2 online until it gets put onto Game Pass or something like that, which isn't going to happen until mid-2023.
Right,
They baited me big time getting onto that, getting back onto Game Pass with that. Like, how difficult is it to port over?
It can't be that. They do it all the time. They do it with games older than Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 2.
Yeah, it can't be that difficult to port over. Just it's not difficult. Yeah, they're not remastering. Yeah, they're not remastering anything. And it's like, I don't want to have to pay $60 for DLC for a game that's from 2012.
Yeah.
Like, no, it shouldn't be like that. It doesn't make sense. So, really, Treyarch, you're taking away the fun. I don't even know if it's Treyarch.
It's probably more Activision.
It's probably more Activision, because they're the ones who are going to be like,
there, so we don't know for sure.
Yeah, we don't know for sure, but
it could be a mix of both.
Yeah, we don't know for sure. It could be a mix of both. I mean, as much as I want to say Treyarch is this, they're their voice of reason to Activision, they're not. They're kind of the pushover. Yeah, Activision has just been getting greedier. Yeah, they dig their hole deeper and just care less and less about the community base that has been loyal to them for very long. And
it's not a good idea.
No, it's not a good idea. It's just downright. It's like, honestly, it just feels disrespectful to have them just take it out. I know it's a Halloween event, and it's not a big. It's just a little Halloween event. It's really a big deal. But like at the same time,
how can you not love it? I mean, especially
the round changing music. Oh my god, dude, that shit slapped. Like, I literally was like bopping my head, going around with it. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, the normal Cold War soundtrack is good, but like, that got me in such a good Halloween mood and vibe. And like, they took it out 11 days early. It's like, so really? I believe they dropped it October 1st. I'll have to go back and look. Yeah. But then it was just like, I came on to play it, just gone. Without a trace. It's like it never even happened. Yeah. It was so stupid. But I mean, what can you do? Just try to enjoy the game. I mean, I'm gonna try to go back.
Yeah, it's not like completing is
gonna I'm just one guy and it stinks. I mean, right off the get-go, I was thinking, I'm gonna write a letter to Activision and I don't care if they don't read it. Just like that. Just like the fucking Top Gear clips back in the day.
And I don't care if they don't read it.
Welcome back to Bottom Gear. Welcome back to Treyarch Zombies. Today we're going to be getting shafted by Activision. But overall, just what the fuck, man.
Yeah, it just seems like they don't have a clear idea what they're doing.
They really... I don't know who they're really listening to out there.
Seems like they're not listening to fans at all. It's the zombie community.
But at the same time, there's so much. It feels like the fan base doesn't even know what it wants truly, because it feels
so mixed.
It's so divided at this point.
People want futuristic shit. Some people want boots on the ground.
Yeah, it is.
It's all over the place.
And that's just talking about the multiplayer. The zombies is even more divided.
Yeah.
Like, people want the chaos storyline. People want the normal Victus. No, not Victus. People want Ultimus, Primus, the OG crews to be back. They want some of the old nostalgic maps, but they don't want an entire game of remakes. BO4. You know, I think that we genuinely just want a good, like, we want fresh new maps, but we also want the old maps remastered on a new format. Yeah. Don't just remaster the old maps.
Just because we say we want remastered maps doesn't mean that's all we want.
Yeah, it's like they hear one person, they're like, okay, that one person is gonna get everything that they. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, that's all that we're gonna do. BO. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, we just want a great war map. We want one zombies game where we can have. It would be great to have every single zombies map out of the Treyarch zombies made maps. Not because overall, if it's a Treyarch made game, why would they add the other maps? It wouldn't make sense. Just add in all the old maps and then go ahead. If you can create some sort of storyline, that'd be good. But what they have going on with Cold War is pretty good. I like what they have going on. They have a good storyline. I'm very interested in it. I like to see where it goes. But I'd also like to have one spot where I can have all the other maps too. Yeah. And where I can have experience everything else, like the story, how it's supposed to be experienced. It's just, they're so all over the place. If they have a Cold War type system because the main thing that Cold War suffers with is the aesthetic of the maps. They're just not zombies enough.
Yeah.
Like a lot of them, I mean, not saying that original zombies maps were based off multiplayer maps. So it's not like I'm dissing it for having multiplayer assets. It couldn't be, but you still have to do something with those multiplayer assets that make it more zombies aesthetic.
Right.
Like, and I think that Cold War lacks a bit in that department compared to like games like World at War, where the atmosphere of World at War, that is like 75% of the experience is the atmosphere and how great each of the map holds it compared to the Cold War atmosphere, where it's just kind of like, yeah, we're here.
Yeah,
running.
Don't feel just maybe too open. I don't know.
I mean, it depends on the game mode and stuff like that. And everybody,
like right now, you're playing Outbreak.
The games the game itself has just got to have because everybody wants everything different. So the best way to appease everyone is to have a bit of everything. Don't just go one way entirely. Like, have a new version of Outbreak that's good. Have all the old maps remastered. Go ahead and finally, like, even if the old storyline is done and through, you can still make a map that's based off the old storyline with the old characters. Go and make that Great War map. People would love you guys for making that Great War map. People would be ecstatic. Yeah. Nobody would say no to that. People would just say, yes, please do it. Why haven't you done this? Because you were supposed to do it, but you let up.
It's probably mostly the fault of like the upper.
Yeah.
Or the people who are like in charge.
BO4 is a very difficult to explain.
The game, like the way it looks, they do the best they can with what they get, and we can appreciate that.
Yeah. But if you're making so much money, because we know that they're making money. We know that they're not suffering for budget. You guys have been making Call of Duty year after year after year, and you guys have been implementing like microtransactions and shit like that year and year after year, and they are expensive microtransactions. Like each pack is almost $20.
It's like 2Ks microtransactions.
Yeah, but so you guys have the resources, you have the money. You're just you're just like, hey, I'm gonna go get that new Porsche 911 instead of going and actually giving back to the community. It's like biting the hand that's feeding you.
Right? Yeah, they're making the games more expensive, and they're like including microtransactions.
Yes,
it's ridiculous. Like the games used to be $60, and there were no microtransactions.
You'd have the DLC packs.
Yeah, there were DLCs.
which wasn't.
Which you actually got
Yes,
stuff for that. It
yeah,
wasn't like just you got fake money and then you got packs and you might get something big you might now.
Yeah.
You actually got
The
something.
worst, honestly, my worst. The one that did it worst, if you ask me, is Black Ops 3. Because you couldn't even choose what you got exactly. It was literally just a random loot box. That was, supply crates.
Supply crate,
Yeah, so that was the worst.
That was the year when I started looking at it, I was like, oh my god, these microtransactions.
Yeah, and even to this day, there are so many weapons from the microtransaction system that I haven't experienced in Black Ops 3 because it's locked behind bullshit microtransactions and stuff like that. It's like, it's ridiculous. If you guys want to make a good game that's going to last for years to come and is going to be remembered as a classic and what people will come back to play to and what will bring you revenue overall, is you got to make a good game and you got to make what people are wanting, and not just like Vanguard was a complete shitfest, at least what I've heard of it. I haven't played it personally, but I mean, I got eyes.
I've played. Campaign is forgettable. I haven't played the multiplayer, so I'm not going to talk about the things I haven't played.
Yeah.
The campaign's all I played, and it's just kind of. Yeah, it's just. I know a lot of people are not a fan of that game. So.
Yeah.
I bought it, but I haven't played it really. So.
I mean, it's funny because I went on my store the other day and it just appeared for free for me.
Nice. And I paid $60.
Yeah, like literally, it just appeared for free on my store. It said that I'd purchased it, and I'm just like, I didn't remember. I posted a TikTok on. I was like, I didn't remember buying such a shit game, but all right. So, but we will have to go back. We are gonna make a video on us trying Infinite Warfare, Zombies in Space Land.
Dude, I'm so hyped for that.
Dude, I
love carnival themed things and just like amusement park, carnival amusement park. I love that kind of shit in like movies and video games. So that's gonna be hyped. I've never played it, so. That's gonna be hard. Yeah,
I haven't played it either, and that's surprising because I'm such a big Zombies fan.
Yeah, and I'm like the opposite, so it's not really surprising.
But I mean, those are really the ones that matter. BO1, BO2, World at War. I mean, that's a pretty damn good list of zombies. Yeah, it's a very good. If you were to say, yeah, I've only played zombies, but I've only played Advanced Warfare, Exo Zombies. Dude, this shit's mad fire. Call me Noah J456. Best zombies map of all time. Exo Zombies Carrier. Like, come on, man. If you keep saying crap like that, we're going to end up getting games like that. And nobody wants that. You can try to be quirky and cute and whatever. And try just because you went ahead and got the Easter egg first. But nobody really wants that. Nobody really wants that. And I will go back and I will play it eventually when Advanced Warfare Zombies.
Oh yeah, we might. We're not just gonna
down the line. I will go down there. Yeah, no, it is not just COD videos.
It's not a COD only channel. I'm saying that's true.
We do enjoy COD, and there's COD's
be quite a lot of COD content, but there's gonna be other things too because we'll eventually.
We have a lot of. Yeah, at the end of the day, the well never dries in Bumpkin Hill.
There's so many.
Dude, up at Bumpkin Hill, the water is plentiful up at Bumpkin Hill. Bumpkin Hill is the most plentiful content of all time.
Our logo picture should just be the pumpkin.
That's what I was thinking too. If this video goes up and it's just the pumpkin head, should put a comment that says you're a bumpkin.
You're an OG.
You say bumpkin in the comment, and then just simultaneously implode on yourself. I think that's the way to go. Yeah. So, all right.
Hope you guys enjoyed the video.
Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Give us a like if you actually enjoyed this. If you want to. Honestly, it would be funnier if you gave a dislike. but I mean, any support does help. Yeah. We are trying out here on these videos. Every day, every video, we're trying to get a little bit better. The grind is real, but you can only grind so hard if the pole is only so long. So, yeah, absolutely peachy metaphor. So, but yeah, just hope you guys enjoyed and happy Halloween.
Yes.
Woo! so spooky. Happy Halloween!